So, Splatoon 1 had a Global Testfire event, and now Splatoon 2 is doing the same thing. So let's go ahead and jump right onto the game. The Global Testfire was mainly around to just test the servers of the game and to make sure everything was working properly. So, they're doing it again with Splatoon 2, and it's awesome to see that they're doing that because this is what sold me on Splatoon 1, the Global Testfire. So to see Splatoon 2 do the same thing, it's amazing. Because I already want to play the game. I literally pre-ordered a Switch just so I can play the Global Testfire along with all the other games that are coming out within the next month or so. But Splatoon 2 was the big reason why I wanted a Switch. It was just for this game alone. So, without any further ado, because we had too many delays already today, let's go ahead and jump on into this, because this is live. It's been live for about 10 minutes now, and I wish I was able to play more of it beforehand, but of all the technical issues my stream had today, which I don't know why, I seriously just don't know what happened, then yeah, we kind of lost some time. Alright, so we can use gyro. I'm using the Switch's Pro controller, and what's cool about this controller, it has gyro built into it. So I feel like this gyro works way better than like the Wii U gamepad did, but I'm still probably gonna turn gyro off once we're done with the tutorial. Because I don't mind gyro all too much because it's very fast paced, but for me it's just not that accurate. So I just prefer to use the actual like stick controls. Luckily, Splatoon gives you that option, which I'm very happy to do. Also, this map, it looks somewhat familiar in terms of design, but it's a totally new map. It kind of looks like the, which map was this again? It's been a little bit since I played Splatoon, but I'm trying to remember. I think it was, no, it's not skate park. I don't know, I'll come back to it probably later, but it's very reminiscent of a map from Splatoon 1, I will say that. Now, how the heck do I get out of here? Oh, you don't. It's just a time limit so you can practice all your skills. Gotcha. Well, that's cool. Because the first game had you going right to the plaza. So, seeing them do this is a nice little touch. Alright, so first things first is going to the options. And immediately in here, we can turn off the motion control. And now, Y is always inverted. I'm just so used to games inverting the Y-axis, so let's see. Oh, you have tilt sensitivity now. That's pretty cool. I'm going to turn this up as well, only just to make sure, but I'm not using any tilt controls now. Color lock, yeah, we want to keep that off, because we want to see as many different colors as you can. So we have 4 different weapons we can choose from, one of them being a new one to the game. So we got the Splatter Shot, the Splat Roller, you got the Splat Charger, and new to the field is the Splat Dualies. So I'm probably going to start off with the Dualies first, because this is a really interesting weapon. Spray ink from both your hands with this new weapon type. Press B while shooting with ZR to roll in the direction you're moving. You roll twice in a row to cover more ground. Oh, okay. Because I was seeing some gameplay of Splatoon 2, and I've seen them roll rounds. Like, how does that work? Is that just like a special ability you get, or is it a native move for the gun? And it's a native move, which is cool. And one interesting thing is, because we're not playing with a second screen on us at all times, like on the Wii U, we have to pull up the map separately now in Splatoon 2. I think it's like, what is it, the X button that pulls it up? So that's interesting now that we pull up the map separately, and then you get to see it on the big screen, but it also kind of slows you down a little bit, to be honest. So I played a little bit of Splatoon 1 just to get myself prepared. Yeah, see, there's the map, so that's interesting, but I kind of liked having the map on a separate screen. That way I can go ahead and see at all times where my teammates were and how much of the map was actually covered in ink. So seeing that not on a second screen anymore would just take a little bit of time to get used to. There, I got one of my specials all good to go. Alright, I already forgot how to do the little roll thing, which is great because we just started and I'm already forgetting controls. Alright, so you can select teammates and then super jump by selecting them. Oh wow, I just jumped at the worst time because I didn't know someone was right there. Alright, so this way is a new command on here. So it was Booyah and Command for us over here in North America for the taunts before, and now it's something different. Oh, I didn't even see that bomb there until it exploded. Curling bomb, that's new. It's kind of like a seeker, I guess, in terms of movement, but, well, not the same, obviously. Gotcha. Feels good to finally get a kill in with this thing. This is a really interesting type of gun, I will say that. So now let's use this special ability. Whoa, okay, I wasn't expecting to have two of us in the air. That's actually pretty interesting. So that can make some pretty interesting situations right there, if I do say so myself. Now you gotta be careful here. I feel like a lot of people are going to be playing with the Splatoon at least this time around. Alright, let me just jump to my teammate over here. Oh, that's cool. So the curling bomb will bounce off walls, which that makes sense because that's kind of what one of those little curlers do. I like the little remix here for the end of game theme. One thing about that ability that's a little bit harder to deal with is it kind of exposes you in the air, because with a lot of the other specials you can hide in your ink still, but with this jetpack ability you're kind of just an open target in the air and there's no way you can dodge. Also, those blasts are really big too. It's kind of like a blaster's shot, to be honest. I don't think we're going to win this, but we're going to try our best. Yeah, we're not going to win this, unfortunately. They covered a good chunk of the map. Doesn't look like they have those big and small squid heads on the ranking screen anymore, which is kind of disappointing because that's how I was able to tell who was winning and losing while watching the game unfold. So not seeing that this time around is a little different, honestly. So yeah, we did get a defeat, but I didn't do too bad with this weapon. It takes some time to get used to a new playstyle with this thing, but let's go ahead and exit so we can go ahead and take a look at the controls. I want to use this one more time, but I kind of didn't pay attention. Press B while shooting with ZR. That's how you do it. Okay. Because I just kept on pressing like ZL when trying to be in the squid form and seeing that would let me roll, but that wasn't working at all. So now I know what to do. Waiting music seems a little bit funkier than the first game, like a little bit more of a beat to it. I will say that. But you know, it's waiting music, so there's not much you can really do with it. I have no idea why, but for some reason my search is still broken on my computer. Like, I can't search for anything right now, which means I can't find the program on my computer that controls audio. So for you guys, it's not going to matter at all. You're hearing a clean audio source right from the capture card. But for me, I'm hearing a little bit of a static feedback because of like a bad setting on my audio card, which is kind of an annoying thing to deal with, but there's not much I can really do about that, unfortunately. I do have one idea to fix it, but it's gonna mess with the stream setup, and I don't want to mess with it after it's been as broken as it has been. Oh, that's really cool. I just noticed that. So now there's a little bar on your ink gauge when you're in the ink swimming around, just to tell you how much you need to get to a bomb. That's really cool. Who can play this game, dude? That was a really, really fun thing to do. I like that jetpack. Like I said, it doesn't leave you vulnerable, but it's a really cool ability. I will say that. Oh wow, I just got rolled. I haven't gotten rolled over like that with a standard roller in a long time. Because it's really easy to predict that if you can see where the person's coming from, but I just didn't react fast enough. Yeah, you're still here. Yeah, there you are. I'm so used to also being able to fire and then jump, so the dualie's not allowing you to jump while firing. That's a little distracting to me. Like, I'm not used to it, basically. Not too big of a deal, but it's just muscle memory kind of kicking in. Looks like this one we're mainly covering the map up, not the other guys, so that's good. Gotcha. Focus on mainly inking when there's no one around me now. How's this looking? Alright, we're looking pretty good. I don't know why I did the curling bomb there. That didn't really help that much. So yeah, we covered a good chunk of the map, but we gotta keep it up. Wait, I splat someone? I just saw that out the corner of my eye before jumping. Which is interesting if I did. I didn't think that curling bomb would actually do anything. Yeah, there you go. The slide actually came in handy there. Got me over to the guy a lot faster. Oh, I see you up there. I'm not gonna get rolled by you though. I mean, you tricked me once with the roll. Shame on me on that one. Right, not much time. Let's just go ahead and start flying. Sorry, teammate. Had to snipe your kill. There we go. Let's see. We should have easily won that. Yeah, that map is pretty much ours. That's a funky victory theme right there. I do like some of the remixes they've done from Splatoon 1's music. I do like that a lot. And also, that's a really good point total. 19,000? 1900. Dear God. 19,000 would be breaking the game's counter. But we did have someone drop out on their team, so that's probably why it was such an easy victory. That's kind of a shame. I didn't mean to also do continue, but let me do one more round with the dualies, and then we can swap up the weapons. Because I've used the other 3 weapon types before in Splatoon 1, so I kind of want to give the dualies as much attention as possible, but at the same time, I still want to use the other guns. So, we'll probably end up swapping like the roller or something next match. I guess I'm so used to it, but one thing I'm really missing right now is the ability to just go into a different menu and then change songs in the lobby screen, because I do that all the time in Splatoon 1. Hopefully they do something like that in Splatoon 2, because that was one of the nice advantages of having the amiibos. You get to do stuff like that. They're probably going to do amiibo stuff for this game. I mean, they have the game's amiibos from the first one, so I figure they're probably going to do something with those, and maybe make some new ones. But we'll see. They've not talked about anything amiibo related for Splatoon 2 just yet. Although with Splatoon 1, it took them, like, what was that, a month or 2 before the game came out to say what the amiibos do. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Hello there, Commander Vulcan. How you doing today? And this game is confirmed for amiibo? Alright, good. I kind of figured as much, but again, I haven't heard too much talk about amiibo for Splatoon 2. Okay, come on, can we find that last person, please? The one sucky thing about all these test fires is they're only an hour long. So the longer I gotta wait on a loading screen like this to play a game, like the worse I feel. I just want to play more games, and I can't if I'm waiting. That's the nature of online gaming, though. Oh, there we go. We get the main theme. Nice. I really like this main theme in Splatoon 2. It's really catchy. Oh, there's gonna be plenty of salt in the Splatoon games in general. 1, 2, won't matter. So yeah, someone's probably gonna be salty over a victory last game, but that always happens. Especially if you're just like playing, not seeing any enemies around you, and then you just randomly blow up. Everyone gets salty over that. I get salty over that. That's just the nature of the game. Also, are we all just huddled right here in the center? Because if so, that's like the worst idea, guys. Alright, cool, that trick still exists. So if you have motion controls turned off in the first Splatoon game, you can immediately do like a U-turn if you press the Y button, but I was not sure if they can do that again in Splatoon 2. Looks like they are, and I'm glad because I don't mind the motion control, like I said earlier in the stream. It works, it's just that I don't find it that precise, so I find myself mainly using just standard stick control. And having that U-turn, I feel is like a really nice advantage to that too. Also, muscle memory is kicking in because in the first game, the jump is on X, but this game they had to change it because map's on X, so jumping is B. So I'm probably going to be opening up the map a lot just trying to jump because my muscle memory is kicking in. And that's good. It seems like if you barely move with the ink, you can still sneak around. Wasn't sure how that was going to work, so that's great. I can still do that. Oh, we got a dually in the air. Not anymore, though. Oh, crap. That was not what I was expecting to happen. It's interesting, though, here in this demo, we have a lot more character to our Squid Kids here, because in the first Splatoon Testfire, I know that there's not really that many costumes, and if you pre-order the game digitally, you got like a different outfit to wear, but that was basically it. All you're able to do is pick if you were a boy or girl, and your like eye color and such, but that's about it. You weren't really able to change your outfits or anything. And then with this Testfire giving you different outfits to wear, just at random, I think that's a nice touch. Oh, barely got red there. And not that much of a Pokemon champion here. This is no Pokemon. Jump to this guy here. It makes it a little bit hard to see who you're jumping to right away if you're doing like a quick selection like I just did, because I barely saw who I was selecting there. There's just so much action going on, and then you have the map itself being covered up by the background. Nice victory right there. And that should be a real victory, because I don't think anyone dropped in this game. Or we had a drop anyways. That kind of sucks. I like the sass that the girls, Squid Kids here give. Like, look at that sass. Alright, let's change up our guns. So, let's go ahead and use the Splat Roller here. We have new specials for each one, so I'm going to want to try them all just for that reason. Yeah, so the control here is the exact same as Splatoon 1's roller, where you can just roll it or fling it, so I'm used to that. At least now we got a new map again, the Reef. I mean, we played in the other one twice. Reef once, now it's bounced. Although we got the same song again, which is a little disappointing. Oh yeah, that's right. The rollers act a little bit differently this time around because they do like a sideways fling. Well, you move really fast this time around with a roller. Yeah, it looks like you gain speed the longer you're rolling. That's a nice touch, because you always move the same set speed with rollers in the first Splatoon. So this gives rollers a little bit more of an advantage now when rolling around. And that's pretty cool. I mean, not like these things need any more power. In the first Global Testfire in Splatoon, these things were OP as heck. Don't see anyone around here, though, so don't know where the enemy is just yet. Gotta be close by. Oh, they actually explode. Nice, I got the guy in the air with a punch. That I wasn't expecting. So those punch specials have some really good range. I really shouldn't be focusing on the kills. I just really want to get this guy, because he's got special. The fling, holy crap, is like really hard to kill someone with the fling. It's probably because now the fling is a little more spread out, or like straight ahead. So it's not as easy to aim with as it was before. At least for me it isn't. Take some time. Coming through. Yeah, get out of here, you two. That's Splashdown, I believe it's called. That's really cool. Makes you feel really powerful, too. Getting all those kills this game. Gotta move. I figured that was gonna happen. Well, I was expecting the jetpack one to get me and not the guy on the ground. Let's jump to this guy over here. Oh, I missed. This guy's gonna do a ground pound if I'm not careful. I'm surprised he didn't actually pound me. There you go. Okay, so you can still kill it one fling if you're like really close. I think we got this one in the bag though. Just to cover more ground, and if anyone's near me, they'll kill them. But no one was, so they'll just cover more ground. Yeah, we definitely won that. I mean, most of it's purple, so definitely ours. I haven't commented on the 2 Juds yet. I like having 2 Juds. The big one, the small one. Nice touch. I don't know if they gave a name to the small one yet. Wow, 2 drops. There's a lot of drops this game. Like, or not this game, but this Testfire. Holy crap. Alright, let's use a charger. I'm not a big fan of chargers, but I don't mind using them once in a while, so we'll see how well I do here. I'm just not that good at snipers in general. So yeah, we'll see, and there it is. I was waiting for a dang communication error to occur, because that happened all the time in Splatoon 1's Testfire. But to be fair, they're testing the servers. The game isn't out yet, and this is a brand new console, so I'm not surprised to see all the dropouts and the connection errors like this. It's kind of expected, to be honest. Really? Someone's called butt play? Okay. I don't want to imagine trying to play this game with your butt, but whatever works for you, sir. I will mention, though, that how I'm playing this game, I have it hooked up wired. So there shouldn't be really any connection problems on my end, because my wireless here is kind of shoddy to begin with. The wireless router we have is not the greatest. I mean, I'm replacing it because of how hit and miss it is, but I still rather play on a wired connection if possible. So I already have my Switch hooked up to my router wired, I should say. The best way to play online games, in my opinion. And man, that was not an easy thing to do, because my Switch is like, what is it? Wrapping the cord around is like a 20-foot Ethernet cord, so it's pretty far away from the router. Honestly, I'm just glad the cable works, because I made that cable myself just for the Switch. Like, we were making cables in my class before graduating. I was like, oh, you know what? Let me just make a giant cable that I can use for the Switch. And I'm just glad it worked. Alright, so I don't know what this special will do. Let's find out. Whoa! Okay. I have no idea what that is, but it looks like the equivalent of the killer whale for snipers. That's really cool, but at the same time, it's looking like it's going to be tricky for me to pull off. I'm not used to that kind of attack yet. Crap, missed. Yeah, this is what I don't like with snipers. If I'm not far away and I don't kill, I'm not killing close up. So I'm not expecting to really get that many kills this time around. I'm expecting to be killed a lot. Oh, there we go. Got a kill. I mean, I got killed in the process, but I'll at least take it. Alright, so they're getting kind of close to us here at the base, and they're keeping us here. Yeah, that's what I don't like about chargers. I always aim over their heads, too. Because you gotta hit point blank to actually do damage. Chargers were more meant, I think, for the ranked modes in Splatoon and not the actual turf war mode, the main mode of the game. Because of how much ground you need to cover with these things, and they take a while to do so. Nope. Yep. And also being confronted with a rollover charger is not the greatest thing. Try and take on a shotgun with a sniper basically won't work out that well, especially if the sniper takes a bit to do damage. I kind of want to try that special ability again, but I haven't gotten it yet. There we go, I got it. Alright, so now let me find a good place. Try this. Whoa, buddy. This is really cool. But someone had dang missiles, so I couldn't really do much about that. But that's really cool, though. Just a giant laser of ink. I like that a lot. Alright, I think they won that match. Or we might have won. I can't really tell. Oh, we did. We definitely won. That was a lot better than I thought we did. Hey, there you go. Our first game with no drops. That's cool. But yeah, it was a good game, surprisingly. I did better than I thought with this charger. Alright, let's swap it up. We have another 20 minutes of the demo, give or take. So, let's go ahead and use the classic splatter shot. Yeah, good for newbies or veterans. This is a gun I usually like to use in Splatoon 1 because it's just an all-around balanced gun that does a lot of damage. So, I really like using it. Though this is going to feel just at home for me. Alright, good. Now while waiting for the game to start, I was actually able to fix my audio problems on my end. I think we're all good. Let me just make sure. One more thing. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Hopefully it didn't affect any audio on the stream. I'll check back in a second, but according to my audio monitoring, it's fine. Sometimes when I turn on my computer, it's kind of weird, where my audio just has like a weird hiss to it. And if I literally just reset my audio back to default settings, it just fixes it. So I don't know what's going on there. It's a little weird, but it only happens once in a while. So I'm not as concerned about that. I just really wish that I didn't have to deal with that for like half an hour, because the dang program wouldn't work. Weird. Audio's still good on the stream? Okay, that's good to hear. I'm glad I didn't screw anything up. Alright, let's just go ahead, lock on. That guy's pretty much screwed. Or not. Wow. Good dodging there, sir. This is why I like this gun so much. It's so easy for me to do stuff like that. So I felt something back here, which means there's someone nearby. At least there was. Either that, I just like barely want an enemy ink. I think I locked on to one person after all that, but I tried. Whoa, someone's got that laser. Lasts quite some time. No, you don't, Doolies. Dooley go. Well, at least I got the sniper guy. That's good. I just want to mainly take care of this guy in the air. It seems like when you're in the air, you won't be able to dodge those missiles that easily, so I guess that was good for me to do so. Yeah, ran out of ink. Worst time to run out of ink. But this guy didn't have that good of aim, so I could have came back too. That kind of sucks. let me jump to my teammate near the center. Jumping seems to take a little bit longer here in Splatoon 2, but that makes sense because jumping was kind of overpowered when the game first came out on Wii U. Because if you had like the ninja squid jump ability on, you still jumped at like normal speed, and no one was able to see where you jumped. And the squid jumping in that game was kind of fast. Like super jump didn't take that much time at all to work. So I kind of feel like they did the slow down the jump just to kind of nerf it a little bit more. It already got nerfed in the first game with some updates, but I guess it was still a little too fast. Which made it somewhat broken for some players. I don't know. I don't know the reason, but it kind of makes sense. Wow. The 2-2-2-2. We in there. Let's go back to those dualies. Give the new weapon some more love. Man, I really do like the dualies, though. They're a fun weapon to use, so definitely want to use this again. Just gotta pause all those streams running in the background. Just noticed the stream was running on like 2 separate tabs. I mean, I don't mind having them running in the background, but I just don't want my internet to get slowed down and then the stream to just drop frames. Wait, did I just go early? Okay, I think it was a desync, or that's just something I did not know about. I'm gonna try the next game and see if I can go early, but that was weird. Seems like one thing's a little disappointing with the dualies is their range isn't the greatest, but that I guess kind of makes sense because there's a lot of those kind of guns in the first Splatoon. They have like some really good range, or they don't have really good range, but they either fire fast like this or just really powerful. I guess this is one of those kind of guns, but they don't fire that far, but they're just really powerful. Nice, I got another one. I was hoping I would have hit the ground. Didn't know I aimed that high up. Yeah, that's right. Get a little closer, sniper. There you go. Oh, come on. That bounced back at me. Which I don't know how it did. I thought it was just gonna go straight. Let's go to this guy here. I was trying to get to the other one. The one that was on the left side of the map, but I guess we're not doing that. That guy seriously like squid bagging all over the place. We're gonna have that happen again. It happened all the time when Splatoon 1 first came out. It was really annoying. Now, those things are exploding immediately when they're thrown. What the heck's going on there? Oh, come on. Alright, good. Someone got the guy with the blaster. That's really good. Man, almost everyone on our team except the other dually has a special ready. That's pretty interesting. I like how they showed that now on the top squid heads. That's a nice touch. Nope. 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 Not taking a chance here. Wait, how'd you not die from that? There you go. Oh, how he didn't die from the first shot. That was at point blank range, but whatever. Good idea. Let's hide right here. Give him a second. Okay, well that didn't work to my idea. Get out of here. And he got enough to get his special. Don't have time. I gotta jump like now. Good dodge. And we definitely won that. It was a lot more purple than orange, so yeah. Take that, orange. Oh, that explains a lot. 2 more dropouts. The connection, I guess, isn't that stable for a lot of people this time around. Kind of disappointing, but what can you do? Like I said, this is a test server, so they're making sure everything's worked out now. And there's a lot of stuff they gotta work out, apparently. Because I don't remember the servers being this shoddy with the Wii U, but at the same time, by the time this game was getting ready to come out, the Wii U was like 2.5, maybe 3 years old at the time. So Nintendo had some time to stabilize the main system servers, while the Switch has only been out for a couple weeks. So they're still, I guess, working on the servers for the Switch itself. That, and it's probably going to improve even more when the paid online service comes out later this year. I think they said, like, what was it, fall? They're going to make online a paid service. And I think it's like 20, 30 bucks a year, which is really not that bad. The only complaint I'll have is it going to be worth that price just because of what games can you play online? That's what I'm going to be worried about. I mean, so far we know like 2 giant titles that are going to be online based, which is this game, Splatoon 2, and then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but that's all I'm thinking of. That's bad. If I'm going to pay that much, I kind of want to have more than 2 games to play online. So, even though it's a cheap price, it's still not as good as having like the PlayStation Network or Xbox Live subscriptions that give you so many different games to play online. And also their idea of, we're going to give you like 1 free SNES or NES game a month. We'll give you 1 of those for free, but you don't get to keep it at the end of the month. They just like take it back. I find that kind of odd, just because, why? It's not going to cost them that much just to let you keep it. But they're taking it back. It's a weird decision. I haven't seen any other online service that gives you a game for free revoke it if you're still subscribed. I get that they revoke it after you're not subscribed, but while you're subscribed, that's kind of a different approach. Not a good one, mind you. I just hope that the paid service will make the online more stable for Nintendo, because they've been having so many online problems for years, just because they haven't really figured out what they want to do yet, I think. And now with a paid service, hopefully that means they're starting to figure out what exactly they need to do and want to do with their servers. So I'm not seeing a single enemy just yet. Oh, there you go. How can I say that and then I find one? Well, that was a waste. I didn't think I was going to kill him, so that's why I used my special. I was hoping I was going to get 2 people with the roll. I was getting a little greedy there, but I had to try. Oh, so I got the suction bombs with the roller. Okay. These are good, but they take up so much of your ink. Like, a lot of ink. Ah, barely. He barely got me by the time I flung. No, that guy just got killed. Alright, well, we're gonna have to go to the guy I was originally picking. Gotta run fast and roll fast. I like how sometimes you do the normal roll and sometimes you do this longer fling. I'm not sure exactly what triggers that. Is it how long you hold the button in for when you press it? Like, I'm not sure yet. I'm just trying to figure that out. So I think I'm going to do another game with the roller just so I can see what triggers the different flings. It's got to be something you're doing. You know, we'll actually stay in this lobby, because I'm going to use the same gun anyways. It'll cut out the loading time for me. At least some of it. gonna just say though, having so much experience with the first Splatoon game, jumping into this, really does make you feel like a veteran, because this is all coming to me naturally and having no problems. So that's fun. But at the same time, this feels pretty much like an upgraded version of Splatoon in terms of gameplay. It feels solid, which is what I would hope for in a sequel. So I'm really enjoying this so far and really looking forward to the final release of this game that's supposed to be coming this summer, but there's still like no confirmed date yet. They just said summer 2017. I'm thinking because the first game came out in May. It's like very beginner summer quarter, I believe. I think this game's gonna come out maybe around June or July if they keep that summer date, which I think that'd be perfectly fine for the game. That'll probably be one of the better times for it to come out, because that'll be when kids are out of school for summer vacation, and that'll give plenty of time for kids to play Splatoon 2 and get that install base just climbing, because that's what worked with the first Splatoon game. It came out at the perfect time where people were starting to get off for summer vacation, and boom, it just blew up. Well, that, and because it was a really fresh new idea, see what I did there with saying fresh, it was a nice fresh new idea for Nintendo at the time. It just attracted people like crazy. I think this is probably one of their best-selling new IPs in a long time. Like, I think it did better than games like Pikmin and such, which are really cool and interesting ideas. But at the same time, this one just like caught everyone's attention. Oh, this is a funky beat. Okay, I'm still not figuring out what's doing the flames. It feels a little random. It's not mattering which way I'm like looking or which... What am I trying to say? It doesn't matter which way I'm looking or if I'm actually holding down the button or just like quickly pressing it. Oh, now I figured it out. Okay, so you get a normal fling when you're on the ground. But when you're jumping, you get the extended fling. That makes sense. Okay, now I figured it out. Don't really need the map right now. We're all kind of right in the center, so I can just easily swim to that. He's gonna jump! I was just getting ready to do the same thing, hoping that maybe would get me out of it, or at least make somewhat invincible. I don't think it would. Oh, we all died from that. That's bad. Now we're in danger. At least they didn't take danger away. Wait, did this fling still reach? It did! Holy crap, dude. Oh wow, they're like annihilating us. Holy crap. There's no need to experiment now. We just gotta go. Yeah, that was bad. I kind of figured as much, but I at least wanted to try. Yeah, we all just died. Again, which is not good. Really? Am I already out of ink? Gotta go. Can't stay around here. Really? Okay, so I was right earlier when trying to do my splashdown at the same time as someone else. It will make you invincible and dodge it. I just got really unlucky that happened to me. But yeah, these guys are like cleaning up really, really bad right now. It's not good for us at all. I'm just not even focusing on the kill. I knew he was going to get me. I just had to cover as much ground as possible. Yeah, we definitely lost this one, unfortunately. I don't know why that guy just kind of stood next to the bomb. That was kind of stupid, to be honest. Well, that was an annihilation round. So now we know how it feels like, because that's been happening to the opposite team this entire time around. Yeah, it seems like rollers this time around use up a lot more ink than they did in the first Splatoon, but I feel like that won't be as big of a deal because the first Splatoon, rollers were a little broken for a while. because of how effective they were for covering ground, but they didn't use up a terrible amount of ink. So I feel like them doing this heavy ink consumption this time around was to balance out the roller a little bit. And it makes sense, to be honest. While at the same time, I feel like if you still have the same special abilities that you do in Splatoon 1, which I can already see it looking at my player, I have an ink saver, recovery time, and then a special save up from dying. I can already see they kept the same amount of like special abilities on your gear. So I feel like you just put a bunch of like ink savers on there, and then roller won't be that bad. They probably just have like one piece of gear that gives you a good amount of ink saving, or pretty much all ink saving, and it shouldn't be a problem. Although that's making me curious now, though. I'm seeing only 3 slots on my character, but yet I still have the standard 3 pieces of gear: the headgear, the shirt, and the shoes. So did he only have 1 slot a piece now, or do they still have it set that each thing can have up to 3 slots, which can make 9 slots? I don't know. And we won't know until the game's actually out. Yeah, at the end of the day, for the first Splatoon, rollers weren't that big of a deal unless you were playing Turf War, because the coverage was still really good there. But those like big rollers, like the Dynamo rollers and such, they really did hurt. But they took forever, though, the fling, so they at least had a big bounce there. They did a lot of damage, but they also took forever to actually get an attack out. So I was fine with that. But from the looks of things, or how long this is taking to load, this is probably going to be our final game, because the servers are only live for an hour, and it's just about 4 o'clock now. So this is probably going to be the last game. So let's make it a good one. Show them what this Squid Kid is made of with these new fashion ghoulies, which I still really like. It just takes some time to get used to. And I gotta get away kind of fast, because I already seen someone here, and now he's not here anymore. Where you going, dude? I just saw someone glowing. There he is. Oh, I barely missed. I barely missed. Yeah, special refills your ink just like the first game. Oh, I'm getting targeted. I gotta go. I like how I say I gotta move out of the way of the targeted missiles, and then I swim into a area that has 4 of them locked onto the ground. That was like the stupidest thing to do. Holy crap. Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that, but you can throw your curling bomb a little bit in the air, which is helpful. I mean, I don't see too much of a use of that right now, but at least it's good when you're jumping. Oh, dang. Don't want to get lasered. Whoa, almost got lasered again. There we go, gotcha. Bad spot to jump back into. In fact, I'm very surprised I lived. How you doing, buddy? Ah, dang it. You know, I was trying to do that little fancy roll to try to get the other guy that was sniping my teammate. And then the roller coming down was not the greatest timing. Let's try to get some special going. There you go, good. Oh, I was hoping that would have worked. I was so close to dodging, too. But we won that game, so I don't really need to worry. That was a good final game. It was pretty back and forth for a little bit, though, so at least it wasn't like a one-sided match the entire time. I think everyone here participated. No dropouts. Yeah, no dropouts. Very good final game, too. Wow, I barely was the best by, like, what, a couple points? Yeah, so watch. If I hit continue now, it's just going to back us out. But I'm going to try anyways. Oh, wait! We might have another final game in. Ooh. This is pretty lucky. Because the servers are supposed to shut down right now. So, I think we're in there. As long as one more person gets in this game, then we're guaranteed to play more. Come on, someone else join this game, please. Someone else. Please. We're so close. We're so close. This is seriously so close. Please, just someone new. I want to have it. I want to have this so bad. There we go. All right, good. We're in there. So we don't have our final game going on. This is now our final game. Sweet. I'm pulling up some other streams of the Global Testfire, and some people are getting in, some people are not. So yeah, we're good. We're good to go. We're one of those luckies that we're in. We in there. Also, I like this like neon color. It's like a neon green. It's really nice. I do kind of feel like the combination of like the purple and this neon green is a little clashing. It looks cool, but like very bright. Oh, this is actually called like Sea Breeze. I'm not exactly sure what colors are called, as you can kind of tell. But thanks for that, to clarify it. Oh, come on, you're like right here. How did I miss? Well, at least I got him now. Whoa, careful. And there you go. Never mind. Good old splatter shot, too. Seems like the squids are a little more shiny now when they're out of ink. So that's a nice graphical update to the squids. I mean, it's a minor one, that's for sure. Gotta get out of here. It's good that you can see that much range, too, before they actually attack. That saved my life. I think I'm also gonna die right here. Yeah, I did, but no. Okay, yeah, it is Sea Breeze green. Okay, well there you go. I was right with like a neon green. I just wasn't right with the technical name. So, call the green. It's somewhat close. Well, this guy is getting some hovers in, man. I don't know how he's doing that. Must have some good jumps. I do wish those curler bombs actually went a little bit farther than they do. Because I like to use these kind of like the seekers, but they don't work the same. Oh, just when I was taking off. That really sucks. This is really back and forth right now. It could be anyone's game. It could be ours, it could be theirs. I don't know just yet. Gotta be careful of this guy in the air, though. Alright, good. My teammate took him out. Gotta refill. Nope. You're not taking me out of the sky. Oh, yeah! The last second splat. So good, dude. So good. Oh, barely. That was the most back and forth match we had all day. And it looked like we had it at the last second, too. That was so good. I wish we won, but I'll be very happy to end it with that. 'Cause that was really close. Alright, let's try again just to see what happens, but I'm pretty sure they're going to kick us out now. Or not? What is going on? I mean, I'm fine with this because we had so many issues starting the stream, being a couple minutes late. Making up for it with just a couple extra games, I feel like is probably the best thing if we can get that in. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Timer still resetting, that's always a good sign. If the timer resets, it's usually meaning that they're finding more opponents. Yeah, there you go. That's great. Inkling keeps on changing between matches. Think it's randomized for Inklings? Yeah, pretty much. For the demo, they're not letting you choose your Inkling or your gear or anything like that. They're just randomizing you as a boy or a girl and what you're wearing, your skin color, your eye color. It's just randomizing it. So, that's pretty interesting just because I think they're trying to show you every design that they have right off the bat this time around. So randomizing it was probably like their way of doing so. And that makes sense. Dude, that glow from the splat charge right now, holy crap. I didn't know they would glow like that in this game, that's really cool. I was just getting ready to roll out of the way, but I think it still got rolled over. I'm seriously wondering when these servers are technically shutting down because it's supposed to be over. It only goes on for an hour, but we can play for a lot longer. I'm fine with this, no complaints here. The more Splatoon 2, the better for me. Oh, no you don't. Yeah, maybe you do. Any preference in gender or hairstyle? I'm still leaning towards the girl being my favorite design in comparison to the boy, kind of like how it was with Splatoon 1. But it seems like their hairstyles are a little more different this time around. I haven't seen them all yet, so I can't really say. I like the sassy girl look though. That one's pretty cool. Like the hair over the eyes. I think that's pretty cool. But we haven't really seen that many of the designs yet, so. Yeah, Jesus, excuse me, just hiccuping all over the place. I probably won't be able to give a proper opinion on that until I can see more of the designs. Oh, I thought he was still over there on the other side of the grate. Let me jump to this teammate over here. Now I'm getting the hang of doing the super jumps better. But that was the worst guy to jump to, apparently. I didn't realize that by the time I jumped. Yeah, I think they all the hairstyles and such are available in the demo, but since they're randomized, I don't think I've seen them. So yeah, if you can link all of them, then that'd be great. I'll just probably take a look at them on a separate picture. Rolling bomb, please. Okay, someone's flying behind me. That fling, dude. It's still as powerful as ever. I think they're winning so far, so we gotta step it up. Oh, I wasn't expecting to fly down when I got that close to the wall. Trying to avoid stuff while at the same time, that doesn't help. Got someone, sweet. I needed that in the end because we need that ink. I think they still won, unfortunately. Oh no, we did. Wow, it does not look like we had that much of a point difference. It honestly looked like they had a little bit more than that. But whatever, I'll take it. That was some good Splatooning. Can we still sneak in another freebie, or... Yes? How many freebies do we get, dude? How many? I'm just gonna double check. But we're gonna look at when this technically ends. Alright, there's Nintendo's official site. Alright, so let's scroll down. Yeah, looking at this, it's supposed to go for 1 hour from 3 to 4 Eastern Standard Time. And it's like 4:11, so hey, we can get more games in. Bring them on. Yeah, I'm even reading in some chats. I'm trying to see why we're in here so long. Some people are getting kicked, but we haven't been kicked yet. We're fortunate. I think Nintendo just realized you had a really rough time starting, so we'll just give you some more time to play this Global Testfire. We'll just give it to you. And I'm fine with that. And I think everyone else in this lobby is realizing the same thing. They're like, yeah, this is deadly over. Everyone hit continue and stay in. Guess what we're waiting. One thing I can say is I do wish that you can see the map while you're playing the game, like on like the bottom corner of the screen or something, kind of like how you can in like Mario Kart. Just having something there at all times to look at, it's really useful in Splatoon 1. When you look down your gamepad, you can see everything that's happening on the map. So that gives you a good idea of what to expect. But here you kind of have to just pull it up in the middle of your screen and it blurs out everything else around you, so it's a little bit hard to play with the map opened. And at the same time, it's just good for like that quick look. I feel like if they gave you a map just on like the bottom side of the screen, that'd be way better. And then still let you obviously full screen it like that, so you can do super jumps, but just having something that's always there would be better. Ah, there it goes. They finally kicked us. We were so close because we literally got into the map. So let's just try connecting real quick. There it is. Service is currently unavailable, so they finally stopped it. So, yeah, there you go. We got so many extra games in though, I'm not going to complain. That was good. Alright, so that was the Splatoon 2 Global Testfire. The first of many. There's going to be a couple more, but if I stream another one, it's not going to be until tomorrow, which will be around the same time. But I'll let everyone know on social media and such if I'm going to do that. But yeah. That was a lot of fun, and I'm seriously looking forward to Splatoon 2 so much. I can't wait for it to come out. I got a pre-order and everything. I just have to wait for Nintendo to release it. It's going to be so much fun, and this was such a good time, too. Alright, so day 2 of the Global Testfire begins, so let's see if they're live yet. It's a couple minutes before, but alright, I at least wanted to give it one shot. So I guess I could just take this time just to explain some things about this, because I played the one last night at 11, and I found out some interesting things about the demo. For starters, someone dropped before game began, so I played a 4 versus 3 team, and that team had one of the weapons shown as like the Sploosh-o-matic, so I kind of got a sneak peek of one of the weapons that's coming later, which it makes sense for the Sploosh-o-matic to return. And then also on like the menu screen, when you're waiting on like a lobby to begin, you can just mess around with the face buttons and joystick and such, and different sound effects play, which is pretty interesting, if I do say so myself. But yeah, besides that, standard Testfire stuff going on here, so just gonna keep on trying until we get in. Okay, there you go. Only took like an extra minute. Not a big deal. So, one nice thing is it saves your settings, so I don't have to keep on going there, turning off motion control, or changing out the, well, I don't have to change any of my settings, I don't have the tutorial, nothing like that. So, I just jump right on into things, which is pretty convenient, if I do say so myself. So immediately jumping into the fitness one, huh? Alright, this is gonna be nice. I really do like this map. It's nice and spread out. But having that, like, high point, it's kind of like Moray Towers in that regard, where you kind of have to work your way up to something. But unlike Moray Towers, it's not like a huge spread out map that gives one weapon class a huge advantage. So I like this one way more than Moray Towers for that reason. having high ground that's not like sniper friendly all the time is a good balance. What the heck was that? I didn't even see a shot from that splatter shot. I don't understand how that happened. What the heck? Alright, why did our base just spit out a bunch of our green ink? That's interesting. I didn't know it can do that. I already got my special ready. Good. We'll probably need it here in a moment. Right here, I'll just use on this guy. You can't escape forever. Oh, barely missed him. I barely missed him. I mean, teammate capitalized, but that's just so dumb. I could have swore I had him. I mean, I got a little distracted there. I was making sure stream audio was all balanced and such, because between the last stream and this one, I had to do a crap ton of stuff on my desktop to get the work again. Because after yesterday's whole stunt of everything breaking on it, basically, like there wasn't one problem, there was like 20 problems in Windows. I just had to complete reinstall Windows 10, and that was even a headache because I don't know what happened, but the media creation tool for Windows 10 just wouldn't work for me. I just don't understand what happened there, but after a bunch of trial and error, I got things going again and all fixed up. So I had to kind of redo some settings on my stream just real quick. I got everything back to normal, my templates are all saved and all my files are good to go, but I just want to make sure that everything is going to work. So I'm going to be glancing over the stream from time to time just to be safe. Guy in the air. Oh, right as I was taking off too, that's the worst. Dang it, Reggie, my body wasn't ready for you. Oh, that's a good thing I threw my my curler bomb. I didn't realize there was someone there shooting me until I got killed by the person. Don't need to, or I can. I was gonna say, don't need to worry about this. It won't kill me, but here we are, being dead. Yeah, there we go. Barely won that, but I like close games like that. Yeah, that was pretty close between me and Stitches here. Of course Reggie be the best player on their team. It's Reggie. I mean, he plays Splatoon. At least, I think he does behind the scenes. So this is what I was talking about when we were waiting. Hear those extra sounds? That's me messing with the D-pad and the joystick. So that's an interesting little touch. Gives the loading screens a little bit more personality this time around. I mean, they already had a lot of personality to begin with, but even more now is added. Alright, where are you going, dude? I don't know where my teammate's going. I'm just gonna completely ignore him and go the opposite way now. That's like the one thing I never liked about Splatoon, and unfortunately this game's gonna have the same problem. There's no way to tell what your teammates are gonna be doing if you can't actually talk to them. So there's gonna be a lot of miscommunication in the game. I don't want to waste my special just yet. That's why I'm saving it for so long. Especially because I don't see anyone around me, and just be kind of a waste to use a really powerful shot like that and then not have anything to kill. Right, there you go. I guess that guy seen me from before and then went all the way around. That was kind of clever. Jump to Reggie. My boy Reggie. I was gonna say, you guys still be alive. Wow, how did he kill us both? That's surprising. Got in the air. There we go. I was hoping I would have got him, but at least my teammate did. Man, where is everyone else? This is kind of odd to see, like, no one here. I was hoping to actually hit the ground with that shot. No thank you, roller. Not today. I might have just barely enough here to fill up my meter. Well, I missed him, but I at least wanted to capitalize on the ink. Oh, it still tries to explode during the loading screen. That's interesting. But yeah, not really too much of a contest this time around. It was somewhat close, but not as close as last game. That's like a nice bun my girl here has. Also a really big bun too. Also, that was really close for someone who dropped. I didn't realize they had a drop player. That's pretty interesting. Oh, yeah, that's one thing I gotta fix here real quick. My hotkeys didn't transfer over in OBS just yet. Where is the audio stuff? There it is. There you go. Now my hotkeys work. Alright, good. I want to make sure I have my hotkeys set for mute if I gotta like mess with the microphone or something. So yeah, that's kind of helpful to have. Are we already going with one of those? Yep, we are. We're already going with one of the ink jets. Well, I don't have to worry too much. If one gets too close, I can just go ahead and pound it. Yeah, get near me. Thank you for not moving. So where'd the other guy go? He was like right in this corner and somehow got away. I don't know how he did that, but props on him. Oh, you're not gonna do anything. You should use a special, honestly. Oh, well, that's like the worst time to have to refill ink. Okay, well, I got lucky he kind of ran into the roller. Because otherwise I would have actually died. Please be close enough. They barely weren't. They were barely not close enough. Man, this is kind of getting back and forth now. Whoa, what the heck? Where? I don't even know where that guy came from, but whoever was trying to pound us, I'm glad they didn't have a chance. Ow, why? I thought that was gonna be enough. That flame wasn't enough at all. I have like no time. I gotta jump to someone and just do a lot of inking. Move, 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 move. Got you. I'm surprised I got that final kill because that actually helped with our inking totals. I don't think it was enough though. I mean, that looks like a lot of green. It was a lot of green. We tried to come close. We just couldn't actually come close. Yeah, those point totals are pretty big. A pretty big difference here. Yeah, drop them funky beats. Which after a while just sound kind of terrible, to be honest. I mean, it's cool you can mix the music like that with just pressing on the face buttons, but yeah, after a bit, if you just mess with it and just spam it, it can sound pretty bad. I'm glad no one's going this way, because then I could just go this way. Already someone went. Yep, there is. I don't know where he went. I didn't even see him move, but he got away real quick. He didn't go anywhere. He's right here. Somewhere. Yeah, there he is. He just went around. Wait, what killed me? How did the splashdown hit me when I was nowhere near it? I was way out of his radius. Alright, I don't understand how I got killed by something when I was in that same exact situation. Nowhere near the range, and yet I died. That guy was nowhere near the range, and yet he lived with no damage. So, what happened there? I was expecting that guy from before, who I was getting chased by. I was expecting him to be the killer. How did I kill 2 people when I was surrounded by 3? I don't know. God Gamer, I guess? What just happened? I'm gonna go around the other way here. One thing I will say about this, like, long fling that the new rollers here have is just that, well, it's kind of useful. At the same time, it's kind of a pain to deal with because it's really slow. Oh, jeez, the moment I seen him, too, it didn't matter. It just did not matter. I hope they wouldn't have seen me. I mean, I was doing a good job of avoiding them, so... Unfortunately, we don't have that much time. I just gotta go, get close, and then do this! Please work, bomb. I did something. But I don't think it was enough. Yeah, it was close. Wow, it was the weakest link. That's sad. I mean, I tried my best. My best wasn't good enough. Alright, let's go with the splatter shot now. I'm probably not going to end up using the charger this time around. I might use it like once or twice the most, but I'm still just not a fan of the chargers. I just don't like how they're not really the greatest for this mode. They don't cover that much. They're great for killing, and they're great to catch people off guard, but I'm just not good with a sniper class, so it doesn't help me at all when I'm trying to play a sniper weapon. I don't know, I never get used to snipers. I'm glad we all at least have an idea where we're wanting to go this time, instead of everyone going in one direction. Whoa, okay, then we already have one of these ink jets out. And safe. I had a feeling they were going to come my way more. It was worth it. Now right for another missile barrage. I feel like this is probably my favorite special so far. Because this one, probably one of the most useful ones, especially from a distance. This and like the splat pounding ability, I don't remember what it's called. But those two I feel like are probably the best. Because the laser one's really hard to control, so it's really hard to aim. And then the inkjet, that's cool, but at the same time, it's, again, really hard to aim, and you're a giant target, too, so... Well, it's a really cool thing. It's not as useful as I was hoping for. I mean, you're really easy to aim when you're in the air. I didn't say I could aim for people in the air. Wait a minute, I just noticed they have two people who just dropped, didn't they? Because there's only two squid heads up there. Wow, this is going to be easier than I thought now. I don't know why the map is mostly in purple. And also why I can't find anyone. Yeah, the two targets I can actually just see right now on my reticle. That's ridiculous. Now people are just using their specials just to use their specials. I kind of sniped that kill. Yeah, this was a massacre, but then again, when you only have two teammates, it kind of happens. Yeah, that was really good that Xander had that many points for not having two teammates to play with on their team. But still, that's a kind of an easy win, unfortunately. I can't really count those as wins when they're that one-sided. Oh, we got Rayman. I thought that was like Rayman, like from the Rayman series, but no, it was like Rayman from Everyone Loves Rayman. Rayman. Why do I keep on saying Rayman when I'm looking at his name? I don't know why. I'm just getting tongue twisted, I guess. Alright, come on. Please find that final person. The thing with the test fires is I know they take even longer to find people for lobbies, but again, these are test servers, so they're not finalized yet, and they're still working through a lot of bugs. Like, that's probably the reason why it takes a lot longer to find people in these sessions. Alright, gotta cover everything up, I think, as much as possible here. Because I can already see someone getting a special. Yep, he's got a special ready. Really? He just got a lucky shot out with that one because he wasn't aiming at me. He was aiming around where I was. It's like the worst when you want to move and then you just walk right into their fire. Are you serious? How the heck? He must have just like shot me right in the head with that splatter shot. I mean, this is actually more back and forth than I thought. When I saw all that ink, I just thought that that team, yellow team, is pulling ahead. Whoa, hi there. I don't understand. Oh, that was a lackey kill too. I don't understand why that. Oh, he desynced and he's out. Well, now it's gonna be an easier win for us. But I don't understand why he thought it was a good idea to try to throw a bomb when he was next to someone. That might have been the lag though. Because there might have not been someone next to him by the time he was doing that. I don't know. One thing I noticed about the missiles though is they're really easy to dodge. So you kind of have to back someone into a corner to kill them with missiles. So honestly, probably the best ability here is that pound. Because that one kind of acts the fastest. Wait! What? It can actually push you out of the boundary? Are you serious? I didn't think those curlers can actually push you that much if they were enemies. If they were your own, I would figure they would push you like that, but the enemy's curler? I'm actually really shocked by that. Now stay away from me, curler. It pushed me into a corner, too. Okay, those curling bombs are way better than I thought they were. That discovery alone just makes them really good in comparison to what I thought they were going to be. I thought they were just going to be a nerfed version of like the Seekers, but no. They're not. They could be just as good as Seekers if you know how to use them right. I don't really think that hit any enemy ink, but I just wanted to chuck a bomb, see what would help. And we won, I think? Yes, we did. Okay. Wow. If 1,700 points is the worst on your team, you know you had a good game. You know you did. I don't want to do that. I want to do the dualies. There we go. Huh, I wonder if that Matthew's the Matthew I know. I don't know, because I don't know what he has his Switch registered as. I don't know if he actually put his actual name in there for the nickname or something else. But if it is him, how you doing? If it's not, then I'll see you later. Night Owl. Well, I guess I know what team they played on for Splatfest in the first game. Are you an early bird or a night owl? He must have been Night Owl because that's his name. Man, I'm wondering what kind of themes they would choose this time around for Splatfest and Splatoon 2. Because they already had some pretty good ideas on their own, not just like the partner ideas, but at the same time, there's some pretty weak ideas too. Like, I still think the worst Splatfest was the marshmallows versus hot dogs one. They gotta pick one that's not gonna be as back and forth, so to say. Well, not back and forth. They gotta pick one that's not as one-sided. That's what I'm looking for. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I can't think straight. But they gotta pick one that's not as like one-sided like that, because if you're in a situation where you want either just some good old marshmallows or a hot dog, most people are gonna say marshmallows. And that's pretty much what happened in Splatfest. Most people were on Team Marshmallow. So that was like their worst idea probably because of how one-sided it was. It was like nobody on Team Hot Dog. It was like a very low percentage. Like 30% of the people were on that team or something like that. It was so low to the point where you always just fought your teammates. Which was very disappointing, and it was a very buggy Splatfest because of that. So hopefully they won't really have any problems like that in the sequel here. But there's some interesting ideas that they didn't try with the first game Splatfest that they could do now. So I'm just wondering what kind of themes they're going to be picking. Wow, I'm surprised my curling bomb got that guy. Also, I didn't see him coming until it was a little too late. I'm trying to think of a good Splatfest idea that Nintendo could do for Splatoon 2 here, but I'm not really having a good idea that's coming off the top of my head right now. Which is kind of weird, but at the same time, it's been a while since we had a Splatfest event, so that's probably why I'm not remembering what kind of ideas people were asking for at the time. Because there were so many things people asked for, and we got some of them and didn't get some of them. So, like, the only things I can think of, some of the partnership deals, like if they do another Pokemon-themed one, they gotta do one for Gold versus Crystal. So, do something for 2nd gen. But the reason why I did the Pokemon one to begin with was because of the 20th anniversary. So, they had a reason to do Pokemon stuff. But this time around, I think they'll just do it just for the kicks. Or better yet, if they decide to release Gold and Crystal on some virtual console, whether it be Switch Virtual Console when they finally get that ready to go, or the 3DS Virtual Console, they're still wanting to do that, then that would probably be a good time to do a Gold versus Crystal Splatfest, is around the time the games come out. But besides that, like, a lot of their themes I would think of would be just more kind of like how they have the themes set up before. They're just like kind of simple, plain idea themes, but at the same time, it's something that people could easily discuss. So that I can see them probably like at least bringing one theme back, which is the Naughty versus Nice. I can see them probably bringing that back just because Naughty versus Nice was good for Christmas. So it would just make sense to do that again for this Christmas season. I don't know. I'm really drawing a lot of blanks. It's weird. And we should have probably won that, right? Oh yeah, we did. That's good. Alright, so we've done, what, half an hour of this Global Testfire so far, so we're halfway done. Oh man, that big point difference. That's a lot of points. You know what, we're going to try something next match. I'm going to quit out of the next one, obviously. And we're going to go on to the settings and turn on gyro. Just because the thing is with Splatoon 1, you play the entire game on the Wii U gamepad, which is a pretty big device. And shaking that thing all around, it was kind of awkward. But a controller is a lot more... trying to think of how to word this because it's smaller, but that's not why it's better for gyro in this kind of regard. I think it's just because it's a better form factor overall, like a better shape. So it just kind of moves around a little bit easier. So I don't know. I feel like it might be somewhat more comfortable on the Joy-Cons or the Pro Controller, but we'll try it and see what happens. Because I tried using the gyro controls in Splatoon 1, and I could use them for a little bit, but the problem was after a while, they just became so inaccurate for me because of how easy it was for my camera to like point somewhere that I'm not holding the gamepad. Like I could be pointing it down at my legs, and it could be pointing straight up in the air. No matter how many times I calibrate it, it always gets back to that state. I kind of feel like with a controller, it wouldn't be that bad, but we'll find out. I just want to see how it'll work next match. How you doing? I snuck into your base area. I think the only way you can actually get up there too. Get away. I was hoping, really hoping that I would have enough time to get away and heal up before he started to chase me. It was close, but didn't have enough time. Man, this is like an annihilation over here. How did I not hit him? That's kind of odd to me. This is looking a lot better for us now, but at the same time, there's still a lot of catch-up we need to do. Wow, right on to Night Owl. Great. Ooh, that was interesting. You can actually do that in the mid-air, and you can do it multiple times, too. So, when you're firing, you can plunge probably forward as much as you wanted to with the splat dualies, and that's pretty cool. So watch, I'll do it here in the air again. Yeah, you can only do it up to, like, 2 times, but that's still really interesting. Oh, I was hoping. I was really hoping there. We're not gonna have enough time, so I'm just gonna chuck one of these. Go, my curling bomb. Man, I kind of made up for the missile barrage in the end. Because the missile barrage can almost be like the ink strikes, where they can cover a lot of ground right away. Especially for the end of the game. Wow, 1 point off from 900. We almost got to that 900p, the same resolution that Breath of the Wild runs in. Alright, let me go ahead and change up some options here. So we're going to turn on the motion control. And let's see how this works. We're going to use the splatter shot. Use a gun I'm more comfortable with to do motion control stuff. And let's see how this works, especially because I'm sitting at a desk right now, so it's going to be very easy for me to fling my hands all over the place and just like whack the back of my palm. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Man, this is taking a while to find people. Please find people now. Trying to think of other things I could talk about for this test fire, but really we kind of went over a lot of it with yesterday's test fire and then some of today's as well. Oh, now we're losing people? Oh, come on. We might have a connection error if that keeps on happening. One thing I haven't tried yet is playing this in handheld mode, so I might be doing that with the next one later tonight. So I'll see about that, but I don't imagine it really playing that much different on handheld. Because I think this game is 720p no matter if you're playing it on the handheld mode or the dock. And at the same time, it's still going to have the same exact control scheme. Why are we losing more people? Oh my god. But it should run pretty much the same, to be honest. I mean, this game is running buttery smooth here on the dock with no problems at all, and it looks really good. So I imagine it's still being really good in handheld. To be honest, this is probably one of those games I wouldn't care to play in handheld mode as much, unless I'm with like a group of people who have a Switch in handheld mode as well on them, and we are wanting to just like play a game together. Because honestly, this game you're gonna mostly be playing online, and the best way to do that is with a good solid internet connection, which is probably gonna be at home. Which for me, I would just dock this thing and play with a wired connection. So I feel like this game is going to be one of those games that handheld mode isn't going to be as useful with, but there's still a lot of games that are coming out on the Switch and that are out for it now that are just really good in handheld mode. Like I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild in its handheld mode because that's a great game just to take with you wherever you go and play for a couple minutes and put it down. And it's really good to get immersed in if you just gotta sit around waiting for something to happen for a while, stab your Switch, play a crap ton of Breath of the Wild. It just works. It really does. I really wasn't sure what to think about with the Switch when I first seen it revealed, of how it's going to be a hybrid system where you can play it on the go and then dock it into an actual console like peripheral. And I'm like, that looks interesting, but I don't know how well that's going to work. And I feel like that's going to be a performance hit for a lot of games, because now they got to develop the game for two different specifications. One for the handheld mode, and then one for the slightly more powerful console mode. But I haven't really seen any major issues come up so far, and no developers are really talking about any issues with developing games on Switch like that, because it sounds like mainly just need to focus on developing the game in like a handheld mode style. And then from there, they can just overclock it a little bit with the dock, because the dock gives the system more power. Then the game can look better. That's pretty much all I've been hearing so far. I haven't heard anything too complex. Because it's not like a PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 4 Pro problem, where the system's almost entirely different when it comes to how things are going to run. So, it's not like that at all. It's just like a little bit of a resolution difference. Also, holy crap, this is like super awkward. I thought this was going to be okay, but it's not. Even a smaller form factor, gyro is still all over the place for me. Holy crap. Actually, I kind of forgot we were doing gyro for a second here. It's really fast, like, to aim down and such, but I can just easily move my controller slightly to the left, and boom, I'm all the way over to the left. But to be fair, I didn't change any sensitivity stuff. It's still on the sensitivity I like using for joysticks. What I just don't like about the gyro is you can barely move left and right, so you still have to use the sticks. So at that point, why would I want to aim by just moving around my controller if I still have to aim around with my right joystick? I'm kind of doing the normal thing anyways at that point. I'm just now aiming with two separate commands at once. It's just confusing. But it's really accurate if you know what you're doing with this thing, because I've seen a lot of people using gyro and just wrecking house in Splatoon because of it. But at the same time, it also makes you look like you have Parkinson's disease or something, because you can just never hold it still. The camera will never be still. I just like, though, that you can control the sensitivity of the tilt now, as well as the sensitivity of the joystick. Like, that's a nice touch. Oh, I actually got someone. Surprising. I wouldn't think I was going to kill anyone with this motion control on.
At least now when you're looking at the map, it's not as awkward with gyro on, because I've always seen people with gyro controls on with this game look down at their map for something and then tap for someone, and the camera just goes all over the place because you're moving that gamepad a lot just to check that map. So at least it's not like that. Get out of there. Gotcha. Nice. It's also easier to do this kind of a thing where you're easily jumping at your ink and then shooting down right away. It's easier to do that when you have motion control on, but it's still, like, it's something to really get used to, and it's just not for me. I want to try it, though, because I always like to give the motion control at least some kind of a shot. Because a lot of people complain about the motion control in Star Fox Zero, and to me, I kind of enjoy it. Like, I don't mind it as much as everyone else. It's probably also because I feel like gyro works the best when you have, like, another screen to look at. So when you're moving around, you actually see where you're moving. So that's why I don't feel like motion control works in this kind of regard, because you're not moving your body when you're moving your eyes. You're just moving your arm while still looking straight. So you can't really gauge exactly where you're aiming when you're pointing your hands in a different direction. And that's why I feel like any kind of gyro game on the 3DS and the Star Fox Zero, like I mentioned before, that's like probably one of my biggest examples for Wii U. I just feel like gyro worked there just because you can look down the gamepad as well, and you can actually see where you're aiming. Let's go ahead and turn that back off, because that was cool, but at the same time, not for me. But there's one thing I really do wish that they will add into Splatoon 2, and it's that no matter what kind of lobby you're in, if you're in a friend lobby, ranked lobby, standard turf war, Splatfest, doesn't matter what kind of a lobby, I just hope that every single one lets you change your gear on the fly. Like when I'm just sitting here like this waiting around, let me go ahead and just change my gear out. Let me just get a different gun, change up my clothes a little bit, something like that. And if people are all ready to go, just keep me with whatever I have selected and just start the match. Don't wait on the player. Don't wait on the player to finish selecting their gear. And that way, you can have gear selection while still playing a game without having to worry about waiting on your opponents to select new gear. I think that would be the best way to do it. I'm not sure if Nintendo will do that, or if they even have that kind of idea in the works already. But that's like my one wish. If they do that, then I'll be a really happy camper. I can hear like someone blasting their car radio outside. It's probably not picking up on the mic, but I can just hear all the bass shaking right now. And I'm wearing headphones. So if I'm like playing music through headphones inside of a house and I can still hear that, then dear God, that's like the loudest radio in existence. I don't understand why people do that. It's like, do you even hear yourself think when you're blasting the car radio to that level? Or do you just want to feel your car shake when you're not driving? Oh, we got some inkjet wars going on over here. Some nice dodging right there. If that point right there where I land is visible to everyone, including the enemy, I feel like that is making the inkjet even more of a problematic special to use for some, because that kind of gives you a same open target like you're doing a squid jump. Not worry, we're super jumping anyone. Oh, okay. I had a feeling there was someone else there because I hit someone else. Don't worry, I have a curler too. How did that miss? I saw it explode right next to that guy. How'd you dodge that, Steven? How? Alright, just jump the Matt here. Matt with 1 T. Well, at least I got the rookie. I mean, that one kind of makes sense. You're going to be killing a lot of rookies in the Global Testfire if you're a Splatoon veteran like myself. But seriously, I played this game non-stop when it came out. Splatoon 1 was my game of the year of 2015. I think I said that plenty of times. But it has been the game I probably put some of the most time in a very long time. It's that... let's see, what games I put in the most time? I think it's that and Smash 4 mainly I've been putting in the most time in for quite some time. And now the only game that finally trumped that has been Breath of the Wild, because I put over 50 hours in so far with that game. It's so good. Like, every chance I have to play a game, I'm usually playing Breath of the Wild. It's just one of those games I just want to keep on exploring that world. At this point, I don't really have too much more to explore, because I have, like, I think 80 shrines all explored, something like that. And I have, like, pretty much all the main quest stuff done, besides, like, one last memory to find, and then the big one, obviously, you know, go fight the final boss. But, there's still a lot more for me to do. There's still a lot more side quests. There's some more stuff to collect. There's all the Koroks that I gotta go around getting, because I got a couple of the Korok seeds, but I didn't get all of them. I didn't even get 100 yet. I probably got maybe like 20 or so. Maybe 30. But there's a lot of stuff to do in Breath of the Wild, so I'll be busy with that game for a very long time. I'm probably gonna end up just soon enough getting a couple more shrines to feel ready to go to the final area, get the final memory, and then just beat it. Because I also really want to play Horizon. And Horizon Zero Dawn is pretty much the same thing as Breath of the Wild, a giant open world adventure. So I kind of want to play that too, and if I'm going to still be playing a crap ton of Breath of the Wild, I'll never have a chance to play Horizon. I mean, I got that game. It's been just about a month now, actually, because it came out at the end of February. And all I was able to do with it so far is install it. So, yeah, I kind of want to touch that too, and I haven't had a chance with Breath of the Wild taking up so much of my open world gaming time. I thought that guy's name for a second that just appeared in was Friend, but it's Fiend. I was like, hi, friend. Oh, you're not a friend. You're a fiend. I getcha. It's like the lowest tier in the Splatfest. Gotcha. I don't know if it's just me, but I kind of feel like these weapons take a little bit more ink, and also take a little bit longer to refill ink too. I'm not sure if it's just me, or if it's actually what the game is doing now. But if that is something that they changed, that's kind of interesting. How did that not kill? I saw it actually hit Steven's head. Whatever. Can't change it now. I don't know what happened, but I'm just gonna be super confused. Now it's my turn. Okay, how did I spot him that time? He must have ran into my jet fuel. Or my ink fuel. Whatever you want to call it. I'm just so glad you can still heal fast when you're in your own ink, because man, I really need the heal. Yeah, I do feel like it takes a little bit longer now to charge up your ink. So if they actually did do that, I feel like that's some pretty good balancing right there. Out of here now. I cannot believe I got him. Whoa. That dang curler, every time it gets me. Ow, almost. Almost killed him and him killing me. Hello there, X Shadow 17X. How you doing today? I cannot believe I got Steven with that curler bomb. How did I not have enough time for that final shot? Oh well. We got a good amount covered, but I think they still won, unfortunately. Or not. Wow, that looks like a more blue than pink, but I'll take it. We don't have that much time left before this test fire ends, so let's swap up our weapons real quick to the roller and get on in here. And that's good. We're already finding a lobby that has a lot of people in it so far. That's a great start. Now just give me 2 more people and let's go. There you go. Got him. Let's do this. This here is supposed to the Splatoon 2 Global Testfire, the one that's going to be on Switch, which should be coming out this summer. So, just getting a taste of that Switch Splatoon gameplay now. Wow, okay, that was a little weird. My camera for a moment there made that railing disappear. I didn't think that was something that could happen in the game. Interesting. Draw distances kind of gave up, I guess. There we go. I'm surprised I didn't get at least straight by one of those missiles, but I'm fine with that. Gotta move, go, 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 go. Out of the way. Nah, that's like the worst timing. The guy jumps to me just to do his splashdown? Really? That's dirty. That is like the most dirty move. It's smart, but holy crap, was it dirty. Oh, this is a really bad time to be having. Oh no, 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 get away, get away, get away, get away. Really? I'm getting followed too? Like the worst. I'm surprised I had to roll him over and him rolling me over. Whatever, that works. Oh, so you're just the same guy that's on YouTube, Blue Hedgehog Man? Okay. Well, that's cool. Too bad he couldn't get the same name here, but sometimes it happens. Whoa, I didn't even see that curler there. Yep, this wall. Climb up slow so I can avoid people. The smarts. Please. How the... Well, at least I killed someone, but how... I don't know how they both were able to dodge that easily. I saw one so close I can still get hit. They might have won that. It kind of looks like they did. Yeah, they did. They won. You know what? I think I'm going to finish out the rest of these matches in Testfire with the dualies. Because we only got 5 more minutes before the whole Testfire server shut down again, so let's hurry up and swamp. Let's see how many extra games we could get in today. Because I noticed you could still squeeze in 1 or 2 extra games once the server shut down, but we'll see. We still got time. These servers are still going to be open for 4 more minutes. So we'll at least be able to squeeze in 1 extra game if we can just hurry up and get a lobby started up and just go. Oh, you followed me on my Twitter account. Well, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Let's go. Let's get that Nickelodeon orange in here. But I still really like this color for Splatoon. It just makes the most sense. So that's my first thought when I saw the first game revealed. It's like, wait, is this like some kind of like license game that Nintendo's doing with Nickelodeon or something? Because that's like their color scheme. But no, it's just their own thing with their with a good reference to Nickelodeon, technically, how this ink looks. Oh, I'm out of ink. Let me just use this. What kind of problems was I having with OBS? It was mainly just, I think, something more on my computer's end, but I was just having a lot of issues yesterday when trying to stream the Global Testfire because OBS was crashing on me a couple times. Like every time I tried to connect the Twitch's servers, it would just stop working and just shut down. But I also had a lot more tech issues with my own computer behind the scenes to the point where I had to just kind of redo a bunch of stuff and reinstall Windows. So that's pretty much what I was dealing with yesterday, and luckily we don't have any of those issues at all today. Everything just now seems to be all fixed up and stable. The stream worked first try. Whoa, okay. They immediately just surprised me with that teamwork there. Those two. I swear. Oh, how the heck they coordinated that without talking to each other. That was really good. Yeah, Nickelodeon has been kind of like changing a lot over the past couple of years. It's weird because I was even talking about this with some friends of mine a couple weeks back, but like both Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon are not even close to what they used to be because now a lot of the shows they're trying to play on there are these live action shows, which makes like no sense for what the channels are. They're supposed to be like channels that are supposed to be for kids programming and mainly show cartoons because that's what kids are going to be watching. But for some reason now they're doing a lot of like live action shows that are kind of cringeworthy, honestly. A lot of them aren't really that great anymore. So it's kind of weird to see what Nickelodeon has turned into, and same for Cartoon Network. Although Cartoon Network I've seen is getting slightly better, but I haven't actually watched the network in a while, so I'm not sure how good or bad they're actually doing. I think they're going to be winning this, but we got to push. We have some time to at least get some kind of a catch-up back. There we go. That might help. Oh yeah, there we go. Good victory. Oh yeah, I know that Nickelodeon did have a lot of like reality shows when they were still in like their heyday, basically, like when people were still watching a lot of stuff on there. And then same for Cartoon Network, I think. But I don't think they had nearly as many. It's just that the matter of most of the stuff they show now, it doesn't really seem like it's cartoons. It just seems like it's actual live action in reality shows. Which is kind of disappointing because that's not what I want to watch those channels for. I mean, sure, they're good, but the ones nowadays, unfortunately, not nearly as good. I mean, heck, some of my favorite shows when I was growing up on Nickelodeon were shows like All That and Keenan and Kel, which were live-action reality shows. Yeah, that's why I probably didn't recognize them since they're from Cartoon Network. See, I haven't really kept up with any of the stuff that they've been doing on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon for a couple years. It's not until recently where I'm starting to know more stuff they're doing because I'm hearing more people talk about the networks again. I think the last time I really paid attention to those networks was when I was like 13. And that was probably back in like, it had to have been like 2007, 2008. There you go. Thank you, Curler Bomb. You avenged me. Whoa, okay. Got a laser going on here. And I can't stick around thanks to those missiles. There you go. Man, it's really hard to aim with a Zing Jet. Not even taking a risk when there's a sniper right there. Hey, that's fine to reveal your real name here. I'd just be careful when you're on the internet not to reveal your entire name. That's why I only say my first name. So that's fine. Hey, I'm cool. I'm cool knowing that you're John. Oh my god. Really? Really? Just barely flung me to death. Holy crap. I'm not gonna move because we're pretty much done. I didn't have enough time to do anything, so give my hands a little bit of a rest. And unfortunately, they really took it. That's gonna be a pretty big win for them. Not as big as I thought, but that's still pretty big. Alright, so that was probably gonna be our final match because it's about 4:05 now, which means those servers are definitely shut down. But we'll see if we can sneak in one quick match. We'll see if they let us. I feel like they might, but we will find out momentarily. And so far, they're pulling people back in, but at the same time, we're losing a lot of people. And there we go. Servers undergoing maintenance, which pretty much means, sorry, we shut them down. Alright, well, that was fun. We got a lot of games in, so I'll probably be ending up editing this stream together with the Testfire stream I did yesterday. I'll just upload this as like one big video for YouTube because this is the last one I'm going to be streaming because the only other two Testfires that are left is one at 11 at night, which I'll just be playing that on my own time probably, and then one at 7 in the morning, which I don't know if I'm going to be playing that one. I wanted to play that one this morning, but I was so tired, I just slept right through my alarm and did not even bother getting up to this one. But that was the Testfire as a whole, though. I'm really looking forward to Splatoon 2, and I'm glad they did another Testfire for the game, because this is what sold me on the first game. Playing the Testfire for the first Splatoon made me go out and buy the game a couple weeks later. It was that good, and I was hooked that fast. So I'm hoping the same experience and some other people have the same kind of mindset too, where now they're really interested in Splatoon 2. Because the Splatoon series is really interesting. So, really looking forward to the game to come out. Hopefully this summer is what they said, so we'll see what happens there. But I'm really looking forward to Splatoon 2.